Hey guys, I know it's been so long, but I felt the need to do a video and just give you guys an update and let you know what I've been doing. Um, Long story short, I finished Shrink Yourself in September, and it was really good and helped me just learn all my triggers. Gosh, I'm so bad at that. It was just really, really helpful for me because I feel like I've been yo-yoing for so long and I know what to do, but I don't know how to maintain. So for me, it was great to see why I was self-sabotaging myself, and it just put me in a position where I know even more now, and I know what my triggers are, and I know how to, deal with them. So this summer, I was successfully able to lose 24 pounds. I did the Visalis 90-day challenge. Things got a little bit froggy in September, and my low carb plan kind of spun out of control. Of course, obviously, when you stop doing something consistently and you kind of just try to wing it, you start gaining weight back. So I did gain a little bit of weight back, and now it's December, and after the holidays and just getting so out of whack for the past couple of months, I said, you know what, I really need to just settle down, do something strict, and just get this weight off, for good. This time last year, I actually was working at Lululemon. That's probably why you see me in Lululemon all the time. And I set some, ambitious goals. I've had, the same 30 pounds that I've been gaining and losing forever. And I feel like since I finished Insanity, which was 2009, I think. Yeah, let me think. No, it was 2010 I finished Insanity. So ever since I finished Insanity, I looked amazing. I had fantastic results. My body fat percentage was at the lowest. I was the most toned. I was the most fit. And I just didn't know how to maintain it. I didn't have any kind of continuance plan. My maintenance plan, there was no maintenance plan. So when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And I failed royally. But what I did know at the time was, for all that I do know, a lot of the reasons why I wasn't able to maintain it and then I gained weight after that and wasn't able to lose was because emotionally I really wasn't ready to be that thin. And I didn't realize it when I was going through it, but in retrospect, and especially after reading Shrink Yourself, I learned I was so close to my goal. I think I was like 13 pounds away from my goal weight, which, that could have changed. But this was the second time that I was in striking distance of my goal weight, and I got scared and I put the weight back on. And I was saying this to my friend the other day because I ended up just starting the HCG diet. And I remember back then I had started it as well, and I never was able to get past the 5-day point because in my head I was just, going through all these things, and it's a lot to explain. But I understand it now, and I'm excited to say I'm on day 8 of the HCG diet. And, I really wanted to do a video and do daily vlogs, but I felt like I was setting myself up for failure just because I haven't been able to get past the 5-day point. I've tried it twice, and I just wasn't mentally ready those 2 times, so I couldn't even last a week, let alone 23 to 40 days. So I just want to share with you my experience so far. And please excuse the dirty laundry, those are not mine. But it's day 8 and I am down 7.2 pounds. I actually had a little bit of a cheat yesterday, so I'm up 0.4 pounds. But as of yesterday, which was day 7, I was down 7.6 pounds for my first week. So that's really, really good. I'm really excited. I know a lot of people either don't know what the HCG diet is, love it, or they hate it, or just completely misinformed. And I'm not here to dispel any myths because I don't care. I mean, I feel like if you're heavy and you're obese and you've tried everything else, you really have no reason to not try it. I guess maybe I do care a little bit. But it's working for so many people, and I feel like it's one of those things where you create new habits. It's the minimum is 3 weeks. So if you can stick with it for 3 weeks, you're golden, and it sets you up to do other successful plans. And for me, my goal for 2012 was to cut out grain, sugar, and dairy. So I'm pretty good with cutting down on my sugar, and definitely with my grains. A lot of times I get a little flaky with it because I can do really super low carbs. But sometimes when I want my greens, I'll switch to a more belly fat cure plan, which offers me a little bit of leeway in terms of grains. But I do feel a lot better when I definitely watch my sugar, and I definitely feel good when I'm cutting down on my carbs. But I usually use dairy as a crutch. Any low carb diet, I can't do it without dairy. But I said, you know what, I'm going to start that in January. But what I didn't realize was coming into HCG, I wouldn't be able to have my dairy, and it was a lot easier to give up. So at this point, I'm a lot more confident in being able to not give it up completely, but just have the mindset of, okay, this isn't going to be the hardest thing in the world. So my first goal is 25 pounds. So I have until the end of December. It's very ambitious, but it's one of those things where when I'm mentally motivated and focused, I want to stick with it. And it's already day 8. I was telling my girlfriend about it, and she's going to do it with me. So that's exciting. And I'm just really looking forward to it. And a little disclaimer, I am doing HCG technically. I have my pellets, but I've kind of been tweaking it a lot. So I'm not sticking close to protocol. I'm not doing pop. I'm pretty rogue about it because for me, I'm not really good with rules. I have to kind of make things work for me. So I have been doing a lot of different kind of correction days. So I'm kind of creating my own little plan. So I'm technically doing HCG, and then I'm doing the pellets. I'm doing very low calorie days mostly, but I did have a few correction days already. So that's it. So I may do updates weekly or throughout the week, but I definitely won't commit to doing it daily because that's not going to happen. I'm setting myself up for that one. And lastly, working out. I noticed that when people are in this phase 2 of HCG, they're encouraged not to work out. And I think that's not good because you get so caught up in the scale that what happens is you lose 30 pounds, but you don't know if that's muscle, fat, water, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you do your inches, but for me, I know that I'd be pissed if I lost 25 pounds and I got on the scale and not scale. If I lost 25 pounds and my jeans didn't fit, right? Because I was super fit back then and all that hullabaloo. So I'm actually going to be doing Kalinetics, which is a very low impact. It's kind of like one of those Pilates ballet kind of workouts where you work your smaller muscles and the focus is on losing inches. So I'm going to be working out not anything too intense, but I'll be making sure that I'm losing inches and losing pounds. So, depending on how much weight I do lose, it's not just, I'm thinner. I look better because I'm toned as well. So I'm really, really excited. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And I am sorry again for being so inconsistent with my updates, but it's almost January. It's almost that time when we start setting goals and resolutions. So if anybody needs any help starting now, maybe you might not be ready to start a plan over the holidays, that's fine. But if you want to put something into play come for January, definitely shoot me an email, Facebook me, tweet me, all that good stuff, and I'd love to help. You could even text me. I'll put my number up there. I don't care. So yeah, that's my update. That's my story. The goal is 25 pounds. I'm ending this round on January 15th, which is Martin Luther King Day, my dad's birthday. And I look forward to seeing, what happens. So talk to you soon, guys. Bye.